Hey y'all, welcome back to beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida, where we're here for spring training.
Woohoo!
It's been a lot of fun, and next week it goes to another level as Austin's coming in town, and we're gonna enjoy some golfing and a bunch of spring training, bunch more spring training, but guess what? We're winging it!
Today, you know what? There's been a lot changing in social media for a long time, and there was a huge announcement this week that affects a lot of RVers and social media. So we thought this week we would talk about social media in general, social media specifically for RVers, what that looks like for us as content creators and as RVers looking for information, and how it might be changing in the future. So stick around. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Stacie.
I'm Tom, and we're RV Texas, y'all.
We are native Texans and full-time RVers who are all about exploring the great state of Texas and beyond, one campground at a time. We're on a mission to experience life, not just live it, and we're bringing you along for the fun.
2018, we sold our house, our business, and got rid of most everything we owned to hit the road and see America. Our home is a 33-foot RV named Freedom. We installed an extreme solar and lithium setup, so now we can just about live anywhere with our dog Star and our cat Astro.
Every day is a new adventure, so join us as we RV America, y'all. Okay, so we're going to have a short one today. Let's quickly review the rules of Wingin' It. We're setting the timer on my phone today for 10 minutes. We're going to talk about the topic. When the timer goes off, we'll wrap things up. This is completely unedited, unscripted, and you get what you get. So, 10 minutes on the clock, and we're winging it. So yeah, the big announcement this week is that our village is shutting down. And that comes as a big surprise to a lot of people. If you're not familiar with Our Village, that was a social media network set up several years ago, originally by RVers, for RVers. It was going to be like the Facebook of the RV community. And a few years into it, it got sold, and it's kind of, you know, grown and changed over the years. But the announcement came out this week that it will soon be no more.
Yeah, on March 31st, to be exact, of 2023. They're shutting the platform down. They're shutting the app down too. They also had an app, and any support, any and all support for our village will go away. So, right. Yeah, that another one bites the dust. And you know, a lot of these networks, social media networks, have really been changing. And why don't you talk about from the beginning of time with us on
the
social
beginning
media?
Of time.
Yeah, when we first started on.
Oh yeah, when we first started our website, rvtexasyall.com, back in 2013. We're celebrating our 10th year, by the way. Actually, woo-hoo! We just passed our 10-year anniversary because we launched our website, rvtexasyall.com, at the end of February, beginning of March 2013.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. And that's rvtexasyall.com if you've never gone to it. But.
And so, yeah, man, unbelievable. That 10 years has flown by. When we launched the website, we also launched a Facebook page. Shortly thereafter, we launched an Instagram page. We've been on Twitter since back then, Pinterest. You know, we like to try out all the different networks and kind of see where the community is going to be. And so it's been a long, you know, road of social media for us as RV Texas, y'all.
Yeah.
We actually didn't even start our YouTube channel until several years after all of that.
Yeah, basically 2016, I think we started.
Right, and then we really, you know, started
jumped
posting
into it
more in 2018 when we went full time. But you know, a lot has changed over the last 10 years in our experience with social media.
Well, especially Facebook. When we look at Facebook, back in the day, if people liked our page and then we put the content out, Facebook sent them the, you know, they'd show it on their feed. And so back in those days, we actually did a lot of sponsored posts just so we could get it out to more folks, and more folks could find out about us. And that's where we would also put, if we had a video coming out, we'd put that on there. And back then, they showed everybody who liked their page, they showed it to them in their feed. Not at all that way anymore. I mean, Facebook, what's crazy is we're lucky if they show it to anybody. And the thing is, they really want us to pay to show our stuff to the people that like our page. And it's just crazy. And what's even crazier, we've done that to try to get it out to more folks, but then they still only show it to, a small percentage of the ones that follow the page. So it's crazy how much it's changed.
Well, and it can be frustrating even as a user of any of these social networks, how they constantly change what they're going to show you, how they're going to show you, what they think you're interested in, as opposed to maybe what you really are interested in, and ads and sponsored posts and all of that, as opposed to, what you've really signed up to see. And so, it's been a changing course for us the entire time we've been on all of these social platforms. And recently we've kind of pulled back from a lot of them, just because it has been so frustrating of, we'll put stuff out and we seem to get crickets in return, because maybe they're choosing not to show it to our, whatever we've posted, to our audience.
And that also goes for YouTube. I mean, YouTube, back when we first started, it seemed like they pushed it out to everybody who subscribed to the channel. I mean, yes, I know you have to hit that bell, but nowadays, a lot of times we can follow it. We get statistics on it, and sometimes we're getting a very, very high click-through rate, but we're not getting many views, and that doesn't make any sense. That tells us one thing, that YouTube's not sending it to everybody subscribed to the page. So obviously, one thing you can do if you are subscribed is go back and hit the bell if the bell isn't hit. I don't know if that really helps or not, but
it's supposed to send you a notification. It's supposed to notify you when we have new content.
And maybe it does. I don't know, because we follow channels that I don't always get. In fact, most of the time I don't get notices when new videos come out, but what's weird is every so often I do. So I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss.
And we've had people comment to us or send us a message that says, I'm subscribed to your channel, but I'm not getting notifications about your videos, so I didn't know that you had been putting out videos.
Yep.
So make sure you hit that notification bell on YouTube if you haven't already. If you are following us and you like seeing our content on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, then make sure that you, every so often, drop by our page, and you can find us at RV Texas, y'all, on all of them.
Yeah.
And maybe leave a comment on something we've posted, or, hit some likes on things. We understand that sometimes that helps tell the social network, whatever it may be, that you are interested in the content.
I don't know. We've been chasing these algorithms for so many years. As soon as you think you get it down, they change it. So, I mean, but we do have a way that, and we've been preaching this for years, but a way that you can always know when we have new content that comes out. Because, by the way, also, a lot of y'all may not know that we have a podcast also. We have a podcast, it's called RV Texas Y'all Podcast, and it's on all of the
podcast
platforms. So if you'd like to listen to us when you're in the car or whatever, you can. And but how you can find out if there's new one of those too, and our videos and any other stuff that we know that's relevant to the people that watch our channel and stuff, we put it on our newsletter.
Right.
And if you can sign up for our newsletter, we don't send that out any more than maybe once a week, and sometimes not even once a week.
If we don't have any new content, if we don't have a new video that week, and we didn't do a new podcast for that week, we don't send out a newsletter usually. So it's only if we have new content. that we will send it out. It's on Sundays when we do. And so if you'd like to join our newsletter list, if you haven't already, I'll put a link in the description, and also a link, I'll pin a comment with the link so you can sign up if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, and I want to, I'll toot Stacie's horn here for a little bit. She works hard on this newsletter, and sometimes she has interesting articles and stuff. We research when there's interesting articles that really affect the RV industry. We put them in that newsletter and stuff too. And it's not stuffed with a bunch of goobly gop. It's just the stuff that...
Is that a technical term?
Yeah, I guess. But it's our content, and then it is sometimes a few stories out there that impact the RV industry that we think you'd be interested in. You know what? If you're not interested in it, you don't have to click on it. It's just if you are... You know, we've done some research, we've looked into things, and we think you might find it helpful. So,
for example, the National Park Service offers a free lifetime pass now to veterans and military families. And so we included that in our newsletter a little while back. You know, sometimes if there's something really special going on with the Texas State Parks, we'll include that. Or, you know, if there's some new, you know, all-electric RV or something that's going to be a disruptor in the market, maybe we'll include a story, you know, a link to a story on that. These are stories that we don't have anything to do with, but we found them, we think they're interesting, and so we share them with you.
Absolutely. And she does a real good job on it. So.
Well, thank you. But yeah, I would love to know, going forward in the social media world, now that Our Village is gone, did you use Our Village? Did you like it? What are you going to use in its place? You know, there's a lot of scuttlebutt now, another technical term, about TikTok, and that's been going on forever.
Yep.
So are you a fan? It's wrapping up there.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of TikTok? Are you using it? If that were to go away, what would you replace it with, or would you? And then what are your favorite channels for finding things? What are your favorite networks? Do you like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or do you just rely on YouTube?
And do you even ever go to websites and stuff, or are you just using apps?
Right.
You know, let us know, because in the future we're going to try to do more things to make it easier for you to find our content. And you know, that's what it's about. We want to say too, we appreciate each and every one of you. And
our main goal is to try to find the best ways to stay in touch with you.
Well, real quick too, we mentioned it before, but we used to be on Patreon and stuff too, and that's another social media type thing, and we totally quit that several months back because that wasn't a good platform. People were, for us, it just what people weren't communicating back and forth, and it just didn't do what we really thought it was going to do. And we appreciate all of our patrons we had, and obviously that part was wonderful, but as far as the social media aspect of it, the connection of it didn't quite work the way we were hoping to.
Like I said, we're looking for best ways to connect with you and communicate with you, and to further build our community and make things easy to share for folks that you feel like are interested in our content. So please leave us a comment, give us your thoughts on this topic so that we can kind of hone in this year and fine-tune a few things. And yeah, let's move forward together.
Sounds great.
Thanks for winging it with us this week. Until next time, safe travels.
And happy camping.
Bye.
Bye.